Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reading r/entitled parent story. I'm gonna try to have the style of this as Scrubby, if you know who he is. So I'm going to put my webcam in the corner as I'm reading the story, and there's gonna be this gameplay in the background of whatever game I'm playing. It might be Surviv or something like that. It's gonna be a different style of video. I'm going to I'm gonna read you some entitled parent stories. So let me get all this begging stuff out the way. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and smack that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video or whenever I go live. Don't know what I'm doing? Please help. On to the first post. Entitled Mom tells me she lives in my house after refusing to leave my property. EM, Entitled Mom. CD, Chill Dad. LB, Little Brat. So I live on a river, and it's a very popular place during the summer. I have some riverfront property, and my house looks onto the river across the street. I have always had problems with people littering and destroying my review front property, so I try to make it look secluded. But this made it worse. Usually I would just have to tell people that they are on a private property and point at the several signs they would leave. But some people are different. Well, today we had a different person. At around 12:45, I saw EM and LB waltz right onto my property past the two no trespassing signs. At first I thought they didn't see the signs, and so I went down to tell them it's private property. OP, hey ma'am, could you please somewhere else to swim? EM, what? No, we got here first. OP, that's not my problem. EM, well then leave us alone. OP, but this is private property. EM, yeah I know, points at the sign. OP, so could you leave? EM, no, rolls eyes. OP, but even you said it's private property. At this point, I was getting really frustrated because she even admits that it was private property. But what she said next made me mad. EM, yeah, I own this property. Can't you see my house? Pointing at my house. OP, lady, that's my house. Now leave before I call the police. I take a step closer, hoping she'll back off. I couldn't be more wrong. EM, get away from my son, you pedophile. I had no words for this, and I called the police. The police show up and start talking to us. Police officer, so what is the problem, sir? EM, this man is trespassing and trying to molest my son. Police officer looks at me with a sorry man look, and I reciprocate. OP, look lady, I have my keys on me, so if you want to try and say that's your house, we can test it out now. EM, that's stupid, I don't need to prove anything. OP, well I'll go show the police I live there. Me, PO, EM, and LB walk up to the house, and I open the door with my key. I unlock my car in the driveway. EM tells the police officer I stole her keys, and he tells her to leave. TLDR, entitled mother refuses to leave my property and claims it's hers. I get police involved. Edit, I've been getting a lot of questions about the chill dad. I forgot to mention his part, but here it is. EM called CD trying to get him to confirm that the PO that they lived in my house. He told her to let it go and leave. He then picked them up. Entitled Parent Story Number 2. That time that my parents got what they deserved. Okay, to start off, my parents are poopy. Entitled, narcissistic, the whole 9 yards. I'm constantly being guilt-tripped and gaslighted whenever I have any form of contact with them. On top of that, they see my older sister as the golden child, because in their words, she did the same things as you, but she's a girl. If anything, it should be the other way around, because she's a whole 2 years older than me. Anyways, onto the cast. OP, Entitled Dad, ED. EM, Enabler Mom, or Entitled Mom. FS, Fair Sister, not entitled. She admits that she feels it's unfair that I'm treated so much worse than her. Alright, onto the story. Disclaimer, this story happened before quarantine started. Please stay home so that we can all flatten the curve. It was a dreary winter day, like any other day, in the boring suburbs of my city, and I was prepared to go to school. However, there was one thing that made this day different from all the others. Final exams. Me and my sister have been studying non-stop for the past 2 weeks for our calculus AB finals, and here was a chance to show off that I wasn't all in vain. The morning started off like any other. My sister got her pancakes cooked for her, I got told to make my own food, and we split them both in the bus to school. We both were optimistic about the exam, and exchanged light banter the whole way there. Once we got to school, we went our separate ways, me in my freshman level classes, and her to her junior level classes, only to be reunited in the fourth and last class of the day, calculus. Everything went to plan. We both aced our exams, or at least that's what we thought. When we arrived back home, my sister went to her room to start working on her homework. I started working on my homework at the kitchen table because I wasn't allowed to take anything other than my clothes upstairs into my room. And my parents blasted the TV on 70% volume in the next room over. I didn't bother to tell them to turn it down. I already knew how that would end. Fast forward a couple weeks, and the results are out. We didn't ace the exams. That being said, we had decent scores, a 49 out of 50 for me, and a 46 out of 50 for her. My parents had expected reactions. I was largely ignored while they made my sister uncomfortable with the amount of gushing they did over her grade. We all went to celebrate FS's success, their words, not mine, with a dinner at Cheesecake Factory. Once they got home, I was still waiting on a good job, I guess, from my parents. How naive I was. That never happened, and I sat up well into the night, thinking about if I would ever feel validated by my parents. The next day, we were riding the bus to school, and I received a notification on my phone in the giant freshman group chat. Almost at the same time, my sister receives one in the giant junior group chat. Coincidence? I think not. We check our phones and our hearts drop. Every single kid who took the final has had their grades leaked to the public. It didn't affect us because we got good grades, but it affected many others. Here's the kicker. The final was one of the hardest in years. By the teacher's own admission, and a score of 49 out of 50 was tied for the top score in the class. Fast forward to a couple hours later. I'm back home. The school has sent out an email to all the parents regarding the leak. Now my parents know about it. Great. They go poopy head. My sister was ranked 9th in the class, which is pretty impressive, but not impressive enough for an Asian parent. They see who's at the top of the list, and they just look at me. I prepare myself for the storm coming. They tell me to switch my rank with FS's because she needs it more and she's a girl. Obviously I say no, and I haven't been spoken to for a while now. At least my sister isn't rude. Alright, this post makes me so mad. These parents are just dumb. Why does it matter that she's a girl? Or she's a boy? I mean, you should be congratulating him for getting such a good grade. The sister could have studied hard to get a better grade and actually earned it. That's how it works in life. On to the last and final Reddit story. Number 3. Aunt throws a hissy fit at Christmas. I wasn't there to witness the story, as I was not born yet, but it's a story about my aunt. So every year, my family does a Christmas gift exchange, where we draw names out of a hat and get a $20 gift for whoever we selected to open on Christmas Eve. So one year, my uncle, my aunt, and their daughter, my cousin, show up to the Christmas Eve. This event is usually the only time most of the family gets to see cousin. So everyone immediately gets excited to see her and start to flood over to greet her. My aunt apparently took offense to this and threw a hissy fit because no one got this excited when she walked in. She slams the door, storms down the stairs, and literally, I kid you not, throws herself on the street and starts kicking and screaming to the point where Uncle decides to just leave and drive her home. I've always felt bad for him having to put up with her BS. This aunt sounds 5 years old. Because this video was cut a little short to get it to 10 minutes, here's a quick Strucid kill compilation. Let's get it. hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of a different video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what gameplay you guys would like to see in the background. I'm not actually sure at this point what gameplay I'm going to do in the background. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and smack that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video or whenever I go live. Tell me how you like the green screen. Day 3 of using the green screen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! I didn't record this, but fire outro please.